everyone. Welcome to the new Wise Body, Wise Breath channel on YouTube and social media. In the new year, I'm going to start to do some videos, and I wanted to start with a little introduction about kind of how I got to be where I am today as a yoga teacher. So oftentimes people think, oh, you're a yoga teacher, you've been practicing yoga and teaching yoga forever. I came into my yoga career as a teacher later on in my life. I had practiced yoga through my 20s and pretty intermittently through my 30s and 40s, and started coming back to it in my late 40s, and kind of came to a place in my life where I knew I was ready to change careers. I had been a nurse for 25 years at that point, and knew that there was something else I had to offer, but I just wasn't sure what it looked like until all of a sudden, one day I kind of knew like this was what I needed to do. And so I left nursing and I became a yoga teacher. And the reason why I bring that up is because I think people have a perception of yoga teachers as somebody who's extremely flexible, extremely fit. They practice yoga 7 days a week, that sort of thing. That's not exactly my case. Came to it a little bit later. My nursing career really informed my teaching. And as a teacher, I teach because of the ability to help people in a different way. I left nursing because after many years, I was tired of telling people, take your medications, follow your doctor's orders. I knew I had more to offer. And yoga was the lens through which that developed. And so here I am. I've been teaching for 3 years now, and I love it. And I wanted to kind of explain to people what I do, because I think that most people think, oh, you're going to come to a yoga session and you're going to get turned into a pretzel, and it's going to be hard and you're going to be really uncomfortable. And that's not how I practice. I start every session with a little bit of centering, because I feel like in this fast-paced world, we're always going, we're always moving. And so taking a few moments to come into our bodies, to give ourselves a little bit of grace and a little bit of space, really changes the landscape. So even if I'm doing more of a fitness-based exercise class, I always start with a few minutes of centering, because we need to bring our nervous system down. A lot of what I do is working with people to regulate their nervous system, to learn how to be comfortable in their bodies, to learn where their strengths are, to learn where their weaknesses may lay, and how to get those better, and how to work where they are today. That's kind of my biggest skill, is knowing that people come to me in a different space every time. And that's why every session is a little bit different. And I'm very attuned at looking at where somebody is today and finding the right yoga for them that day. And it's always a little bit of yoga and sometimes some breath work. Sometimes there's some sound bowls. Sometimes there's guided meditation. I work with every client where they are that day to give them an experience that they can come back to, and tools that they can come back to when they leave, so that they can hopefully breathe better, move better, and feel better in their bodies. So if you're interested, please reach out to me. I'll continue this series of videos, and we'll have a couple different topics. I look forward to seeing you.